So this part now is attaching the waistband, the full waistband that has the ties attached to it. So the waistband and the ties, and we're going to attach it to the top portion, obviously the waist of the apron. So the first thing that I did was just make a few snips into the curvy part of the waist area. So along this curvy area, just make a few snips, and you're not going to go past the stitch line. So you see how this one opens up? It do not go past when you snip. Just go to the stitch line right there. And I did a few. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this way the stitch line just opens up nice and easy. And again on the other side as well, just open it up. A few snips all the way to the stitch line. Then you have a center. To find your center front, just put your two sides together and voila, here are your sides and here is your center front. So at the center front, I'm going to put a pin just like that. And then on the waistband, I'm going to find the center front on the waistband also. So these are the ties. So I'm putting the ties together where they meet up. There, ties. And I'm finding my center front. That's it. There's the center front. So then on this center front, I'm going to put a pin in it. And then I'm going to match this pin with this pin. And the edge, this folded bottom edge of the waistband, I'm going to meet this bottom edge up with the seam line that I snipped up to. So there's the seam line, the 5/8 seam line, and I'm going to meet this with that edge. I'm going to put the apron between these two areas so it's sandwiched inside of it. That way you have the back and the front. And in the inside, in the middle, is the apron. So first I match these, meet up with this. And just pin it. So now you can see I've matched up the center fronts. And this is the, ooh, actually, good looking out. What would have happened was this the tie is actually supposed to be facing the inside of the apron. So this is the outside, this is the outside. It needs to be like this because when it's sewn down, then it should just make one nice apron, right? Like this. And you don't want to sew it down this way because then when you sew it down, you're gonna see the wrong side of the fabric, and you don't want that. So we want to make sure that when we pin the waistband to the waist, that the tie is facing the correct way. So I'm going to redo that just a little bit here. Here's the center, the sides, and now the edges of the bottom edges of my waistband. Here's the center. Here's the right side, not the wrong side of the tie, matching up with the center pin right here. Oh, this is the center. You can leave that one there. Take out this one. Align it with the stitch. I also call the stay stitch. It's also called the stay stitch. So centers are matched, and I'm gonna pin it all along the edge. And you see where that seam line is? I'm just sandwiching in the fabric, just like that. Just sandwich it all the way in, all the way through, pinning it. Little sandwich. Meeting up. Just pinning. Okay. Coming to an end right there, the edge of the apron. And you see the nice side of the fabric, the nice side of the apron, the nice side of the tie. Yep. So that's what it looks like. This is the edge, the narrow hem. This is the pin, and there is extra fabric right here from the edge of the apron. From the edge of the apron to the tie, because this area you can put up to a 2-inch trim, like lace or some sort of pretty trim that you'd like, all the way up to 2 inches. And now it's going to be like this on both sides. So if you wanted to, you could eliminate this area. You could take it out by just cutting this off and then redoing this tie and waistband process, and then it would just end up simply like this. So it's up to you if you wanted to do that process. Or you could just leave it like this. And now what's gonna happen is I'm gonna sew, just stitch. I'm closing all this up now. I'm gonna start here, and I'm gonna stitch along the bottom. Just stitch all the way. Stitch all the way along the bottom. And it's going to fully enclose your apron. Okay, I'm gonna get to the machine and be back.